Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. How's it sound? Okay. What should I say? I don't know what to say. Testing. Okay. Is the video louder than the mic? Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing. Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay.
And now, the starting lineup for your Plattsburgh State Cardinals. And that's the representation from Southern Massachusetts, number 34, Keegan Wall. That's ice, the first-year player from New Hudson, Michigan, number 19, Kate Conley. That red wing, the sophomore from Canton, New York, number 5, Sydney Francis. And on the fence, the junior from Morristown, New Jersey, number 36, and on the fence, a sophomore from Billings, Montana, number 28, Megan Forsythe. And in the net, a sophomore from Munson, Massachusetts, number 30, Chloe Lewis. The Cardinals are coached by Kevin Rules, his 22nd season at Plattsburgh State, and assisted by Emma Colleen and Casey Otter. The officials for today's game are Dan Gosling, Anthony Cunning, Nick Smith, and Travis Hansen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and bring your caps if you're able as we honor America with our national anthem as sung by the Plattsburgh State Gospel Choir.
And welcome in everyone to the first game back of this semester for Cardinals hockey on PSTV. Thank you all so much for joining us on this great Friday afternoon. It was back here in last March that this first ever Women's SUNY Conference Championship was held. It was a nail-biter all the way through between your Plattsburgh Cardinals and these Cortland Red Dragons, and it was in overtime when Cortland took the inaugural SUNY Conference Championship in Plattsburgh's own building. But tonight, this afternoon, is the rematch you have all been waiting for. Thank you all for joining us so much once again. I'm Hans Hummerschlag, joined alongside me, as always, is my color commentator for this afternoon, Calvin Nelson. Calvin, how are we doing this fine Friday?
I'm doing good today. It's our first game back on broadcast. I'm happy to be here, ready to see these two dominant teams, the best teams in the SUNY playoff, and let's see if the Cardinals can get their revenge.
Yes, this is a very exciting matchup here. The number 6 ranked in the country Plattsburgh State Cardinals versus the number 10 Cortland Red Dragons. As you said, the top two teams in the SUNY going at it as the puck drops and this game is underway. And so your starters once again, the starters for your Plattsburgh State Cardinals, Kira Wall on the left wing. On the right side, it's Sydney Francis, and down the middle, Kate Conlon. And on that blue line, holding that nest strong is Taya Balfour and Megan Forsythe. And of course, in net, the sophomore Chloe Lewis. And for the Red Dragons of Cortland, it is Kramer and O'Brien off to the sides of Lasnik, who's down the middle. Then Delacourt and Rincian get on your blue line pairing. And then in net, the MVP of the SUNYAC tournament last year, it's Molly Gorgon. She has had an amazing start to the season. It's been a great one for her. 12-2-2, 1.1 goals against with a save percentage of .947. Impressive stuff. But on the other end, Chloe Lewis also having an impressive season herself. Her second season here for the Cardinals. 13-4-1, only allowing an average of 1 goal against per game with a .946 save percentage. So this is going to be a battle in between the pipes this afternoon, but it's going to be who can break through first and who can get that crucial goal on the board, because it might be only one that determines this game this afternoon.
And the Cardinals have been very dominant and ferocious on defense for the past 5 games. You know, tough loss on Tuesday in OT, but they maintained that defense, only allowing 2 goals in that entire game. But for the past 5 games, they've only allowed 1 or 2 goals, and they've done a really good job at making sure that the other team doesn't really get any other chance to score.
Exactly. They were riding high, a 4-game win streak. Then that unfortunate, unexpected loss came on Tuesday. But we'll see if they can have a resurgence here as Kasperzak moves in front. But Gorgon, a great stop on the far post. Now Morris, and those are going to be 2 names you're going to want to look out for this afternoon. Tessa Morris and Kasperzak, their 2 leading goal scorers for the Plattsburgh State Cardinals, 7 and 6 goals respectively. But now down the middle again is Kasperzak, but Gorgon able to push that one aside fairly easily. Now behind the net, here's Morris. Morris fighting for that puck, trying to get possession back for the Cards. She gets it to McLean. McLean now behind the net, pressured there by the defense of Cortland. That's Dinsmore. Now Facette back down to McLean. McLean getting bodied in that corner. Good stop here. Great effort by this Cortland defense so far. But now able to keep this one in. Cho over to Facette. Facette looking down for McLean. McLean battled at that far circle. Facette can't control. Another great defensive stop by Dinsmore. Trying to clear now are the Cortland Red Dragons. Prosick giving a nice battle there to keep that one for the Cards. And so now Balfour has it. Balfour down to Prosick. Now Facette down the middle, but can't quite control that pass. It's taken away. Nice defensive stop there by the Red Dragons.
And Plattsburgh's high offense, usually in the first period, not really showing up right now. Cortland's doing a very good job at handling their pursuit to score a goal, and not really something you'd see from these Cardinals.
Yes, Plattsburgh, this women's team loves to set the tone and set it early, likes to get goals in this first period. We'll see here now a great chance. Kiera Wall down the middle, but just can't quite seem to receive that pass. Conlon just a bit far out of the reach of Wall. Now they fight for it in the corners. Kiera Wall comes away with it. Gets it to Conlon. Conlon looking for some help. Balfour calls for it, but she leaves it behind. Finally recuperates it. Flips it ahead to Francis. Francis pinned there. Nice defensive work by the Red Dragons defense. And now they get to move it up and ahead. So another great defensive stop there by Cortland. And now going around, the shot just high of the net. A great effort there by Lasnik. Lasnik, 6 goals on the year. Looking for number 7 there, but just couldn't quite get it. And that shot from the blue line off the stick of Rincian, just a bit wide. Now another shot from the blue line goes wide once again. Cortland trying to poke it in behind the net, but just can't get past the pad of Lewis.
And this is what you like to see here. Plattsburgh not letting Cortland get an early start by scoring. And Cortland not very good in scoring in the early periods. Only 6 goals in their first period. But the Cardinals are doing a really good job at keeping them contained.
And so both sides have had some good chances here. A little more than 5 gone in the first. But it's been both goalies who've been impressive so far through 6. Now Balfour, that one goes off her skate. She chases in the corner. Can't quite get a stick on that. She's got help from Urban. Urban trying to poke it out to Orr, but can't get it past that blue line. Stopping it is Persinger. Now a fight for it down on those near corner boards. And finally, Plattsburgh able to come away with it. Reggie moves it up. Olshansky can't do anything with it, however, and elects to dump it in. Now Cortland looking to push that one past up their own blue line, but they can't get it past Morris. Morris putting on some good defense in the offensive zone. And the Cardinals have the puck back now. On the blue line, it goes over to Urban. Urban dumps it in for Kasperzak. Kasperzak hit against the body there, and Cortland another nice takeaway. Cortland moving ahead, looking for something. Finally pokes out. Here's Diem. Diem looking in front, but couldn't find the stick of Cook in time. Now here's Urban. Urban moves it up herself. Gets it around, though, as Plattsburgh will go off for a full line change. Cortland, miscommunication on that one. Can Plattsburgh take advantage here? Facette races for it. Facette looking for it, and the penalty is coming now against Cortland, so a great opportunity here. 12:40 to go in the first, as it will be Cortland's number 14 headed to the box for assumingly 2. It's Ella Iwinski. And so now early power play opportunity for a team that loves going on the man advantage.
Plattsburgh has been very good at getting these goals in these power plays. You know, getting a lot of power plays is important for them to score these goals, and right here they can make it happen.
So now Norton and Wall fight for it. Wall trying to poke that one out with help from Norton. Yu and Rugi are there as well. Cortland, though, trying to kill as much time as they can, especially deep in their own zone. This is a dangerous spot they don't want to be in. Refs keeping play going, as now the puck finally comes out to Norton. Norton holds her shot just high off the stick of a Red Dragon defender. And so almost halfway through the first here, minute 15 to go on this Cardinal power play. We'll see going stick side of Gorgon. We'll see if the Cardinals can get something going here, see if they can put one on the board. Norton tries to put one through, but that's another great stick work defensive stop by Cortland to get that chance out of the way. Now here's Olshansky near circle. That one goes off the skate. And now Wall fights for it. Can't get it, however, as Cortland is able to clear. The local kid, Mackenzie Brown, able to get that one up and out of danger. But it goes right into possession, and now coming down the ice is Cortland. Another shot, but that one just goes wide, as now it will be a bit of 4-on-4 action. As we will have, it will be Plattsburgh's So Young Yu going to the box for 2. And so we will have 37 seconds of 4-on-4 play before Cortland gets a little less than a minute and a half of their own man advantage. So that power play goes to the wayside for the Cardinals, not able to take advantage on it. We'll see, maybe with a little bit more open ice here, we'll see if maybe they can put one behind the back of Gorgon. But now Urban behind the net, able to control that off the faceoff. Conlon can't get around Cortland defense. That's been a staple so far here halfway through this one. This Cortland defense has been great this afternoon. Conlon now racing for it against Delacourt. And now Persinger. Persinger, though, loses it. And now shorthanded are the Cardinals. On the man advantage are the Red Dragons. Norton trying to move that one in, but doesn't find another white jersey.
And the Cardinals have been doing such a good job of maintaining the puck inside their zone, but Portland's not letting them get any shots through. It's just overall just a great defensive performance by Cortland.
Now that shot just going wide. But Lasnik able to control. She leaves it. Lasnik gets around Riggy. She tries to center it out in front, but just can't get it onto the stick of Mahoney. Lasnik can't control that pass. Now Urban trying to fight and get that one back for the Cards. So 30 seconds left on the Red Dragon power play. Now out in front trying to make something happen on that goal line, but Persinger just unable to get anything through as that one goes through the crease. Now far circle, Persinger again. Looking, nice takeaway poke by Urban to get that one out of harm's way. And that one looking like it'll kill off this penalty here. And so a great effort there by Adriana Urban to end this power play for the Red Dragons. Score still remains at 0. Balfour over to Forsyth. Forsyth looking, cannot get it onto the stick of Kasperzak, and that'll be an icing.
And Cortland, not very of a high offensive team, but they had the power play, they had the opportunity to go and get this goal, but they've been unsuccessful so far this season, and their struggles continue.
Yeah, and they were able to keep it in this Cardinal zone for most of their power play, just unable to get the right shot that they wanted off past Chloe Lewis. Now Balfour skates down the far side, gets it over to Rugi. Back to Balfour. Trying to center that one for Morris, but Morris just unable to find that one. Here's Rugi. Far circle, dumps it in. Kasperzak receives. Kasperzak, far circle, getting it around, down the middle, her shot. Morris cannot tip it in time. Now she tries to put it in near post yet again, but Gorgon just one step ahead. Here's Morris, fighting for it behind the net. Cortland trying to come away with this one. You got 2 Red Dragons down there with help as Plattsburgh goes off for a change. That puck pinned against those far boards, finally kicked out by Iwinski. Now Cortland moves down ice. Dinsmore, though, just dumps it in as she goes off for a change. So a little bit of lull in the action here, as an icing brings this one back down into the Plattsburgh zone. But this Plattsburgh women Cardinal team has really showed you why they are number 6 in the nation. As we were mentioning before, they were on that 4-game win streak where they put up 11, 16, 18 goals in 4 games. Impressive stuff from this Plattsburgh team, the most goals they put up in that time frame this season. Now that puck is dumped back in. No icing here. Joe trying to get that one up and out of the Cardinal zone. But nice use of the stick there by DM to keep that one in, but not for long, as Cho finally able to push that one out of the zone. Cortland moving it around in their own end now. Yu racing for it. Yu collects, gets it over to Cho. Cho, however, can't get that one past the stick of the Cortland defense. That was O'Brien. And now Cortland moving it back ahead. Down in the corner. Lasnik racing for it, far side. Finally gets it to Delacourt. Delacourt trying to get it back to Lasnik. Lasnik leaves it. Norris pinned O'Brien against the wall. Now here's Reisman. And her shot. Great stop there by Lewis.
So far, it's been the goalkeeper show. Chloe Lewis and Molly Gorgon. They've been dominant and they've been ferocious, making sure that no goals get past them, and they've been absolute brick walls so far in this game.
Yeah, last two matchups against these two teams. Obviously, in that SUNYAC championship last season, 2-1 overtime loss for the Cardinals. And earlier in the year, when Plattsburgh visited Cortland, they dropped that one by a score of 2-0. So these games really come down and are dictated to by these two goalies in net. It is up to them who can last longer, who will crack first. That will determine the winner of this one this afternoon, if I have a feeling about it. Here is Francis. Nice takeaway there. Stop the rush by the Red Dragons. This Red Dragon team unexpectedly aggressive in this first period here at the Ronald B. I think maybe they're still riding a bit of that high from last year, the first time coming back since they won that SUNYAC championship. Maybe they've got a bit more confidence in this building than years prior.
Definitely. If you win a championship here, if you win a championship away, not home, you definitely have more confidence in yourself to go in and dominate. But so far, I think it's been more Cardinals. The Cardinals have been more aggressive offensively, and Cortland's mainly been trying to prevent them from scoring the most.
Now here's Balfour trying to move that one up to Rugi, but Rugi met there by a couple Cortland bodies. Balfour retreating. She was met there by DM. Now Cortland trying to move it back in, but another nice takeaway by Tessa Morris. But Plattsburgh goes off for the full change, and now Cortland will see if they can get something done here. Cho wins that race, however, but she's pressured there immediately by Anborn. Now here's you. You trying to move that one up out of the zone. Now that tip onto the stick of McLean as she moves it near circle. Trying to put that one out in front to Facette. But Facette, the hometown hero, can't quite put it past Gorgon.
McLean did a good job there of weaving through that defense, trying to get an open spot, trying to penetrate and get to the goal. But it was a good stop again by Gorgon.
Yeah, and so far, seemingly this Plattsburgh offense, when they are putting shots in on net, they are going to that stick side of Gorgon, maybe seeing a weakness there that they can capitalize on. And so we'll see if that can pay off in this one. Ridgie loses that one crucially. Now coming down is O'Brien. They race for it in the corner. Urban. O'Brien now. O'Brien gets that one taken away by Norton. And now here's Urban. Urban to Orr. Orr trying to get that puck past the blue line. Finally does, but not before it is passed off right back to the Red Dragons. And now they move it back down the ice. Persinger can't find anything there, and so Wall, neither can she. Wall, though, nice stop there to get that clear settled down. But it's Cortland going right back the other way with it. Mahoney met by Forsyth. Now Wall trying to clear, can't quite get it out. Mahoney can't keep it in, neither can Annaborn. So now they have to reset. Annaborn pushes it ahead. Kopech raced for it but couldn't get there in time. And now here's Balfour trying to move that one up into middle ice for Kasperzak, but that one just too hot for her to handle. Now Diem can't find anything there. Kasperzak trying to move around the defense, and Morris trying to get that one onto the stick of Rugi, but Rugi just couldn't control it. And now the shot by Diem never gets through, and now she goes behind the net. Diem getting that one over to Iwinski, and Iwinski's shot glove down. Nice stop there by Lewis.
And Cortland's offensive scheme so far has just been off of Plattsburgh's mistakes, trying to get off their shots and, go for a fast break here. But, the Plattsburgh defense is catching up to them quickly and not really giving them any chance to get a shot off.
Yeah, and most of their shots not finding really anything on the doorstep, most of them coming from the blue line, as that's another shot off the stick of Iwinski that doesn't get through. And now a takeaway for Urban. Almost a 3-on-2 opportunity there, but going all out above and beyond was Drayson. And now that shot stuffed up and smothered by Lewis. Urban, though, taking a bit of a tumble towards those boards. She gets up and looks to be okay. So less than a minute to go in this first period. Still goose eggs on the board. Shots on goal, though, in favor of your Cardinals, 6-5. And Cardinals, another nice face-off win. Here's Wall fighting for it with Balfour. They're up against Persinger and Lasnik. O'Brien in there as well. But now it's Conlin trying to get that one up and away. Francis will take over and push it up herself.
And with only 30 seconds to go, you would want to see both teams trying to be more aggressive on the offensive side, trying to see who can crack first, who can get the first goal of the game.
And Francis trying to move through there, trying to make anything happen, but just too many Red Dragon defenders around her. 10 seconds to go. Francis far side. Gets it to Wall. 5 seconds. Can they get a shot away? Balfour can't get her shot off in time as the period comes to a close. And the score the same way it was when we started 20 minutes ago. Still zeros on the board. Your Cardinals, however, leading in the shots on goal department. That is 6-5. But Calvin, so far through one, what have you liked so far for the Cardinals in this one?
Well, I've liked their defense. Absolutely phenomenal defense. They've been ferocious, they've been vicious, they've been a brick wall, and they've just stopped any signs of Cortland offensive show, and they've done such a good job. Chloe Lewis, obviously, protecting, and they've done a really good job. Very good defense from the Cardinals.
Yeah, and on the other side for Cortland, they've been playing a really good defensive game as well, especially that goalie in net, Molly Gorgon. She has been on fire. They've been trying to key that stick side, her weak side, but she's been on top of it. She saw it coming. She read it like a book, and she's been shut down so far through this first period. But intermission, both teams going into the locker rooms for head coach Kevin Houle and these Plattsburgh Cardinals. Calvin, what do you think he's saying to his ladies?
I think he says that they need to keep it up. They're doing a good job. They're maintaining the puck inside of Cortland territory. They're trying to get shots off. They lead in the shots on goal department. But overall, they just need to get to the weaker side. We saw that, and they almost got two good chances of getting goals. And they just need to continue to just do that. And I think we'll see Plattsburgh goal soon.
And for the other side, for these Cortland Red Dragons, head coach Rick Filiguera, he's got to be telling his ladies, listen, your defense is good so far. A little more chances have gotten through that I would have liked not to, but when you're in this building against the number 6 ranked team in the nation, you can ask for it, and that will come. So, just a few minutes in this intermission, we will be back with second period action just in a few. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
In addition to that, you have a signed puck from Plattsburgh State forward Molly Ritchie. So congratulations, Molly, on being the first 100 gift card winner for the Buster Sports Bar and Grill Squirrel Contest. And thank you again to Buster Sports Bar and Grill for sponsoring this year's Squirrel Contest.
Freezing.
I'm Lauren Weiss.
And I'm Kyle Bryant. Let's take a look at today's top stories.
2 minutes of the finest in news that you need to know about.
And now it's time for a PSTV News special report.
Scoring scores! With 2 seconds left!
Welcome to the new and improved Memorial Hall. Located across from the Myers Art Building and opened on February 17, 2024, this is a fitness oasis. Equipped with memorabilia from old and new, a main gym, rec gym, and rock wall, there is something here for everyone.
Redoing Memorial Hall was really important because now we have all new fitness equipment and new rooms and new training rooms for our student athletes.
Come on down and see what us Cardinals are chirping about.
The after evening show with Andrew Spurgeon. Hi, how are you? No, this is Sauce and Simmer.
Host of the second season of Sauced and Simmered. This is the second seasoning. With Sauced and Simmered, the second seasoning, the Thanksgiving episode. Man, this wine pasta got me crunk, dog. And for y'all, I'm making a pumpkin pie. So, 3 shots of vodka. Julian!
It's in the bowl.
No! What the fuck's going on with the eggs? You think we just dump it in?
You don't want to see what this looks like.
That's the eggshell. It doesn't smell that bad.
He got knobbed. Turn the cameras off.
Looking to get outside and enjoy some fresh air? The Saranac River Trail is a great way to take in the scenery and get some exercise. Situated along the Saranac River, the trail starts at the SUNY Plattsburgh campus and ends up at Peace Point Park on Lake Champlain. The 2.5-mile long trail is paved and offers a great space to run, jog, or bike. So get out and enjoy some exercise while taking in all the scenery Plattsburgh has to offer on the Saranac River Trail.
Warp Radio runs on Charter Channel 194, Campus Channel 10 here on campus. It gives Plattsburgh students an opportunity to be a radio DJ and see if that's something they have interest in for a future career path. You're listening to WARP, Charter Channel 194, Campus Channel 10, Plattsburgh, New York.
The recording? Yeah. Good. If we can go back up on the prompter. We're waiting. We have a prompter. Do we have anyone on prompter in there? If not, one of y'all might have to go in for that. Okay, good. Hell yeah. So we're gonna start at hey folks, how you doing? Are we good in the CR now? All right. So I'll probably do a reading of the entire script, and then I'll probably do some improv right after that. Should be good. Be out of here quick. Hey folks, how you doing? Your friendly neighborhood scumbag here to tell you about the great event the folks at PSTV are putting on called Live Night. Now don't let the name fool you. Now don't let the name fool you. We're kicking this party off, started at 1 p.m. May 3rd. But like, seriously, can we change the name? Live Night is so misleading of a title. Live Day, I don't know. It kind of sucks of a name though. You can go down.
Are you bored of waiting around and doing nothing just like we are? Well, join Ski Club, because one day we'll actually get some snow on the ground and start skiing.
Film Club is a place where people who like movies and want to discuss movies can watch and discuss with other people with the same interest. We meet in Yelcom 205 at 5 p.m.
I agree. I think it's absolutely kind of ridiculous, only because those are essential products that we kind of needed to survive.
I was thinking about, a lot of people think that the men are the money makers, like no boundaries that are put against us.
I've always been interested in Fuerza. I think even since I was a sophomore in high school, this club specifically just caught my eye because I felt like it was home. I felt like it was somewhere I belonged. And since day one of being here, it's literally been a family. We always try our best to include everyone and anyone in our discussions, in our meetings.
I wanted to join Fuerza because I really liked how it was a community, and we call ourselves a family, but it really is a family. And we try to include everyone on campus and just be more inclusive and educational at the same time while having fun.
Club International has been of great help to me as an international student because it has allowed me to be introduced to new people from different cultures. Representation matters and we know how to show it right because at every festival we make sure not only to include representation of one but that of many different countries. And that is why I am proud to be a part of Club International.
Club International!
To me, the gym means discipline.
The gym for me is part of who I am.
The gym is time to myself.
The gym to me is a place where I can come and clear my mind.
Find out what the gym means to you. The SUNY Plattsburgh gym at Memorial Hall has the perfect facilities for your fitness needs. From lifting rooms to basketball courts, if you're looking to have a good time or trying to get a workout in, visit Memorial Gym.
The purpose of our club is to inform all of our members about what it takes to get into grad school and how to be successful in doing so. What I like most about our club is just how excited everyone is to learn new things and figure out things that maybe we wouldn't be taught during class or on the outsides of school. And in one word that I would use to describe our club would definitely be collaborative, because everyone always has something new to say, to advise someone else, and it's just a fun and exciting environment.
Up. I'm Angel Velasquez.
And I'm Benny Nazai.
I'm Jody Juliana Powell.
I'm Pat Pfeiffer.
Cabrera.
Jamie Goodrow.
I'm Joe Mason.
I'm Marcel Gibbs.
I'm Zeb Duchamp. I'm Ryan Nesta.
Bruce Juno.
Seals. This has been Edward Balarjan.
I'm Quasi Gittins.
John Carduello.
To stay up to date with PS News and all of Plattsburgh State TV, be sure to follow Plattsburgh State TV on all social media platforms.
I want to welcome you to yet another version of After Hours here on PSTV.
And welcome to another installment of Talk Nerdy to Me.
You look excited.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
I'm Lauren Weiss.
And I'm Kyle Bryant. Let's take a look at today's top stories.
2 minutes of the finest in news that you need to know about.
And now it's time for a PSTV News special report.
Scoring scores! With 2 seconds left!
Welcome to the new and improved Memorial Hall. Located across from the Myers Art Building and opened on February 17th, 2024, this is a fitness oasis. Equipped with memorabilia from old and new, a main gym, rec gym, and rock wall, there is something here for everyone.
Redoing Memorial Hall was really important because now we have all new fitness equipment and new rooms and new training rooms for our student athletes.
Come on down and see what us Cardinals are chirping about.
The after evening show with Andrew Spurgeon. Hi, how are you? No, this is Sauce and Simmer.
Host of the second season of Sauced and Simmered. This is the second seasoning. With Sauced and Simmered, the second seasoning, the Thanksgiving episode. Man, this wine pasta got me crunk, dog. And for y'all, I'm making a pumpkin pie. So 3 shots of vodka. Julian! It's in the bowl.
No!
What the f***'s going on with the eggs? You think we just dump it in?
You don't want to see what this looks like.
That's the eggshell.
It doesn't smell that bad.
He got knobbed. Turn the cameras off.
Looking to get outside and enjoy some fresh air? The Saranac River Trail is a great way to take in the scenery and get some exercise. Situated along the Saranac River, the trail starts at the SUNY Plattsburgh campus and ends up at Peace Point Park on Lake Champlain. The 2.5-mile long trail is paved and offers a great space to run, jog, or bike. So get out and enjoy some exercise while taking in all the scenery Plattsburgh has to offer on the Saranac River Trail.
Warp Radio runs on Charter Channel 194, Campus Channel 10 here on campus. It gives Plattsburgh students an opportunity to be a radio DJ and see if that's something they have interest in for a future career path. You're listening to WARP, Charter Channel 194, Campus Channel 10, Plattsburgh, New York.
Just keep swimming to the TV. Let's put on PSTV. They have good programs such as Card Sports, Go Cards, and Table Talk.
Period action about to get underway here. Tie game still so far, but we'll see. Will it be Plattsburgh or Cortland to break through the goalless streak? As we were mentioning earlier, if it's going to be for the Cardinals, got to look to Morris or Kasperzak. But forgot to mention on this Cortland side, the league leader in goals, Drew Kopech with 9. If anyone's going to break through, it's going to be her for the Red Dragons. But action right underway. And so now it is down in that Cortland zone. comes back out to Balfour and Forsyth as the second period's back in action. And so down in the corner now goes Plattsburgh, trying to put that one in the 5-hole of Gorgon, but Francis just didn't have enough oomph on it. Just a little bit more power, and it would have been 1-0 Plattsburgh early in this second. But coming back, that goal scorer, Drew Kopech, the sophomore out of Rome, New York, has 9 goals on the season, leads the SUNYAC. And she's done some really impressive work so far halfway through this season. Now a nice takeaway for Cortland. Trying to move that one down was Brown. Now here's Persinger. And around now goes Brown. Brown trying to carry that one into the corner. Leaves it, however. Now going around behind Lewis. Here's Norton. Norton trying to get that one out of the zone, but Persinger, great use of the stick to keep it in on that blue line. Carrying it around are the Red Dragons, looking for that opportunity. Had a shot there, but Lewis able to smother that one to keep this game all tied.
And Cortland, you know, changing their offensive scheme a little bit now. They're being more potent on offense, trying to get, you know, a certain angle on their goals and not really just shooting, just to shoot, but they're doing a good job. And, you know, maybe one of the goals might fall through, one of the shots might fall through, but Plattsburgh's still playing that elite defense we've seen in the first period.
So now Cho gets it over to you. You clearing that one far up ahead to Kasperzak, and here's Rugi, but Rugi unable to control that one before she got the shot away. A 2-on-no-one opportunity falls to the wayside. Now here's Kasperzak, trying to get that one around, finally gets it to Rugi. Rugi now in that corner, fighting for it. Kasperzak comes away with it. Kasperzak out in front, can't push the puck 5-hole, however. Now Cho doing everything she can, keeps it in. Kasperzak, back to Cho. Cho over to Forsyth. Forsyth holds it by that Cardinal bench, but now a fight for it. Morris trying to race to get that one. She's fighting Dinsmore for it, but that shot by Morris, just another great stop by Gorgon. And now a good clear here for the Red Dragons as they're able to make a full change. Some tired skaters on the ice there, able to get fresh legs out here on defense. They were pinned back for a while, and Plattsburgh right back at it. Here's McLean. McLean trying to find Prosick, but on the puck there first for Cortland, that was Drayson. Freshman out of Dallas, Texas. He's a long way from home.
Yeah, that's Dallas, Texas.
Here's Forsyth. Vassett. You can't underestimate those Southern hockey players, though. Hockey is a very popular sport, especially in Texas, have a big following there. They produce a lot of good hockey players down in the Lone Star State. Now here's Forsyth. Pushing that one up to McLean, but getting there first is Lasnik. Lasnik trying to keep it in, cannot, however. Falls back onto the stick of Delacourt. Delacourt has no help, and now it comes back the other way. It's McLean for the Cardinals, dumping it in. Grogan can't quite catch that one. Now it's moved up ahead by the Red Dragons. Here's Kramer. Can't find any help there. O'Brien got a little ahead of herself, but realized before the offsides was called. And now going around for it. Brown can't find anyone, and Wall trying to get the takeaway there in the offensive end. And now finally Francis able to take it away. Francis centering out in front to Conlon, but just unable to get her stick on that one. O'Brien got to it first.
And Plattsburgh's been getting good opportunities to get these goals, but they just haven't been capitalizing, especially back like a few minutes ago with that 2-on-1 opportunity, and they just missed it. You know, you can't have opportunities like that go away. But they're doing a good job at making sure the puck is in their territory, in Cortland's territory, and if they keep it up, we'll see a goal here soon.
Yeah, definitely wanting to keep possession, definitely wanting to control this puck as much as possible, but not there, however. Just got a bit too excited. Called for an offsides on the Cardinals. Or just a bit too far ahead of that one. Doesn't agree with the call, but face off now outside the boxes. Nice win there for Cortland, as Plattsburgh has been dominant in the face-off circle so far this afternoon. Here's Ridgey. Trying to get that one up to Oleshansky. Oleshansky cannot get the cross over, but Orr recovers nicely. But again, another offsides for the Cardinals. And so the Cardinals just not aware enough yet, have to get their bearings to them. Got to get on the same page, can't be getting these offsides, or else Cortland's going to go the other way, take advantage of some miscommunication here. And it might be 1-0 Red Dragons sooner rather than later. Now here's Orr. Orr tries to leave it. Yu has to recover. Nice poke away there by Dinsmore. And now fighting in the corner is Mahoney and Cho. But here's Dinsmore. Her shot from the blue line is pushed aside. Bodies all out in front of Chloe Lewis. And so Lewis not facing much action so far yet in this second, but the pucks are coming her way now, and she's ready for him. Now, Persinger looking to get that one out of the Red Dragons' defensive end. Can't get it past the Plattsburgh blue line, however, and Morris dumps that one down behind Gorgon. Persinger taking a spill there. But now a nice opportunity down the middle for Cortland, but just one step ahead is Chloe Lewis off the shot from Diem.
And it was a great block by Lewis. You know, like I said before, you know, the first period was absolutely the goalkeeper show. Her and Gorgon just being absolute brick walls on defense, and you know, nice stopping that break by the Cardinals.
Yeah, nice job there by Chloe Lewis. Katie Diem was right on the doorstep, but Lewis stayed calm, cool, and collected, able to get that one, poke it out of harm's way before Diem could even get the shot away. And so now here's Facette. Facette trying to get a shot in on Gorgon, but so many bodies out in front. But now Facette again, but just 4 red jerseys surround Gorgon's crease. And so a nice defensive stop there, and now a centering pass looked for by Facette. But she has to skate around and leave it for Norton. Norton now. The captain takes it down onto the spot that Gretzky made famous, right behind that net. But Cortland now trying to fight, get possession back for this one. They need a change desperately. Couple tired bodies out on the ice, and finally able to get that one up and away, but only one player able to make a change for Cortland. Can Plattsburgh take advantage of some tired skaters out here on the ice for the Red Dragons? It's Wall getting it over to Francis. Francis now to Norton. Norton over to Urban. Urban, far circle. Her shot doesn't get through off the tip in front by Conlon. And so Plattsburgh setting up here, looking for the prime opportunity. That one goes right back out in front, but Conlon again unable to tip that one. And so a high stick stops play. And so Plattsburgh really putting the pressure on here almost halfway through this game, getting that pressure in against some tired Cortland skaters. getting the passes around that they want, finding the shot on the blue line, but Cortland a nice win to finally get that puck out and again make a few more changes.
And Plattsburgh definitely needs to continue this aggressive offense. You know, they're getting to Cortland, you know, their skaters are getting tired, you know, subbing in and out, and I feel like if Plattsburgh continues this,
now
we will see a
Dinsmore shot and another shot out in front by Lasnik, but Lewis, great stuff to cover that one up to keep this game knotted at 0. Yeah, you were making a great point though, Calvin. Really, Plattsburgh has this Cortland team seemingly on their heels, but all it takes is a chance like that to flip momentum in the snap of a finger. And so we'll see if Cortland can come back, get their skates underneath them yet again in this offensive zone. And we'll see if now the pressure switches from Plattsburgh on to this Cortland offense. Bodies in front fighting for that puck. Annaborn almost came out with it, but now it's back on the blue line for Iwinski. Iwinski trying to look for help in the form of Kopech, but a nice takeaway here by Plattsburgh. That puck goes off, and now Forsyth racing, but cannot negate the icing in time. That one's coming back down to the side, stick side of Chloe Lewis. And so Plattsburgh looking to continue their domination in the face-off circle this afternoon, although Cortland has been making up strides in this second frame. Now on the blue line, it's... Oh, what a stop there. Nice block out in front by Plattsburgh. But Cortland pushing that one right back in. So now seemingly pressure and momentum on Cortland's side. Brown, her shot never got through. And now it's taken back down. Oleshansky. Oleshansky, though, cannot connect with Ridgey. And now here's Brown right down the middle and scores! Mackenzie Brown, the local kid out of Peru, gets Cortland on the board. 1-0 is the score in this one.
And a bad mistake by the Cardinals there. Not really that good of a pass. Led to Cortland just getting it back and taking the long shot and absolutely slapped it in. And now it's 1-0.
So Mackenzie Brown coming back home. A little bit of a homecoming for her. She makes her statement in this one as Cortland takes the 1-0 lead. 10-12 left in the second. And so we'll see now, can Plattsburgh respond? Earlier in the year, they could not get one. Let's see if maybe the script's a little different this time, or is history bound to repeat itself? So now a battle for it on those end boards. Kasperzak down behind the net, tried to push it in as she fell over. But Gorgon able to close the door if it wasn't open to begin with. So Mackenzie Brown, that's her second goal on the year, her 6th point on the season. And now Cortland right back on that offensive pressure. Here's Lasnik. Lasnik with help from O'Brien and Kramer. But it's Plattsburgh having different thoughts about that rush, as now it comes back down, but not in time again. That's another icing.
And what Plattsburgh can't do here is they can't lose their identity. You know, you can let that one goal slide, but you have to continue what you're doing. You know, Plattsburgh's offensive scheme, their aggressive outlook to get this goal, you know, it shouldn't change at all. And, you know, they're making more mistakes now. Now they're kind of shaken up from the goal. But I think if they continue what they were doing in the first and second period before that goal, we'll get a tie game soon.
And so far, when the opposing team scores first against these Plattsburgh Cardinals, they tend to drop the games. All of their losses have come by way of the opposing team getting that first crack and breaking that 0-0 tie. But a great opportunity right after Cortland scores, as Plattsburgh will go to the power play, as it is Kayla Persinger out of Lewistown, New York, who goes to the box for 2. And so their second chance on the power play this afternoon. We'll see if they can get their first here, as it's pushed out to Norton. Now down to Wall. Wall working this near circle. Wall over to Yu. Her shot just high of the bar of Gorgon. Now here's Norton yet again. Norton down to Oleshansky. Wall. Over to Oleshansky. Now here's Norton. Norton, her shot almost gloved down by Gorgon, but she couldn't quite grab that one, as that one's pushed back to Chloe Lewis. And now Lewis has to move that one out to Yu. And so the first possession on offense for Plattsburgh comes up empty-handed in this power play. 1:08 to go on the man advantage. Stuck now right at mid-ice, right in between those two boxes. Finally, Yu able to poke it out to Balfour. Now Balfour moves ahead to Orr. Orr holds. Orr looking for someone, finds Wall behind the net. Wall up to Urban, teasing that blue line. Wall over to Balfour. Balfour, however, cannot control it with her skate. She leaves it for Urban. Urban now down to Orr, out in the middle for Adriana Urban, but that puck hit just a bit high over the net of Gorgon. And so another empty offensive possession here for the Cardinals on the power play. Another great stop defensively by Cortland. They've been great on the power play, or excuse me, on the penalty kill so far through 2. Here's Orr fighting for it behind the net, going up against Dinsmore. Plattsburgh finally able to recontrol as the man advantage comes to a close, and so another good kill by these Cortland Red Dragons.
In Plattsburgh, they haven't been very successful in power plays. You know, getting 70 opportunities on power plays and only scoring 12 goals, you know, that's under 20%. And you kind of want them to score here, especially when they're down 1-0. But the Cortland's defense, they've been just absolutely on them. And even though they're on 5-on-4, Cortland's been doing a very good job at maintaining this score.
And so now Kasperzak trying to fight back possession of that puck as she lost it there to Iwinski. Now it's pinned against those boards. Finally, Conlin able to poke that one free. Now here's Yu and Cho who have to reset. Francis beating out Brown, the goal scorer for that puck. Brown, however, nice use of the stick there, pokes it over to Dinsmore, who puts it up ahead, trying to get that one onto the stick of O'Brien. And for help, here's Lasnik, who gets it to O'Brien. O'Brien, the diving effort, but can't get it into the net. Just outside was the shot from the falling O'Brien. Now here's Francis. Francis moving up ice with a head of steam, but she's met there. And it's back into the hands of the Red Dragons. Here's Lasnik. Lasnik, though, will just clear to get a change in. And now Plattsburgh looking to move this puck up ice. Takeaway by Cortland. But McLean has other ideas. And now here's Holmes. Holmes, though, can't get around Persinger. Persinger having herself a good afternoon, minus the penalty. But now that shot by Mahoney just hits off the skate of a Plattsburgh defender. And now Delacourt. Delacourt elects to leave it. Trying to pick up the slack is Anna Bourne. Mahoney. Down in the corner is Anna Bourne. She can't keep control, however. And now back down to retreat for that one is Urban. Urban looking for McLean. Nice use of the body there again by the Red Dragons. That's Kopech. So this Cortland defense has been stout since they put one in by way of Mackenzie Brown. Now here's Delacourt moving that one up ice. Tips though, so icing negated. Wall battling for this one. It's Raymond as well in the corner for the Red Dragons. Also down there is Cook. Trying to poke this puck out. Finally able to get that one out is Raymond. DM can't quite get there on that one. And now here's Dinsmore, but loses it. Conlon now bringing that one back up for the Cards. She's met though. That was... And now down again, Wall retreating for that one, but Balfour gets to it first. Francis now on the puck, leaves it for Forsyth. Forsyth trying to push it ahead for Balfour, but that puck hit back down. Lewis has to come out of her own crease to get that one. Francis. A group of Red Dragons surround her and Balfour. Here's Brown, has one, can she get two? Wall a good clear.
Cortland has been on absolute shutdown mode so far. Since the second period started, since they got that goal, they've shut down any signs of offensive life for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cortland really making Plattsburgh real uncomfortable here in this second period. 2 to go in the second frame. Again, your score is 1-0 by way of Mackenzie Brown. And these Cardinals, ever since then, just have seemingly have had a great offensive chance. They've been shut out here. But now moving up ahead is O'Brien. O'Brien trying to find Kramer. Kramer for Lasnik, but Lasnik hit off that puck by Norton. Norton taken down in the corner. Kasperzak can't quite clear it. Delacourt has to reset. She pushes it ahead to Kramer. Kramer racing Urban for it. Pushed out by Urban. But back into the possession goes the puck for the Red Dragons. Kramer back out to Delacourt, but Delacourt cannot really control that one. She'll have to reset, slow things down a bit here for Cortland. She'll stretch that pass. It'll be tipped ahead by Mahoney, but Anna Bourne met there by Urban. Here's Kopech. Brown now. Brown tries to get around two. Has help there by Mahoney. Mahoney back out to Kopech. Kopech, her shot hits hits Anna Bourne out in front. She was grabbing at her chest a little bit. That one was a stinger. And now Mahoney back out to Brown. Brown, though, cannot control on the blue line. 30 seconds to go in the second frame.
With 30 seconds, the Cardinals need to start applying pressure, need to start getting more aggressive on offense.
Can Ridgey move something in the middle here? Getting it over to Urban. 12 seconds to go. Olshansky. To Orr. Norton now. Norton, her shot almost tipped in by Ridgey, almost got through under the glove of Gorgon, but she was able to just get the bottom of her glove on that one in time. And as this second period comes to a close, she keeps this score at 1-0. And so going back to it, getting the scoring started in this one was Mackenzie Brown. That goal was fantastic off her stick, her second of the year. And so Calvin, down 1-0 are these Plattsburgh Cardinals. Kevin Houle not in a familiar position. What does he have to tell his ladies going into the final period in this one if they're going to come out here and get a win after losing their last two to these Red Dragons?
Well, definitely he needs to tell them that they need to stop losing their identity. They seem rattled out there. They don't seem the same as they were in the first and second period before that goal. You know, the Cardinals, they had a really good chance at scoring there. You know, Ruji had a good shot on the 2-on-1 against Gorgon, and, you know, just a bad opportunity, well, a missed opportunity. And the Cardinals have been rattled ever since. You know, many mistakes on offense. And if they want to win, if they want to tie this game, and they want to get their revenge on these Red Dragons, they need to start reminding themselves of who they are, how heavy their offense is, how great their offense is, and they just need to remind themselves of who they are.
And for Cortland, in a familiar position against these Cardinals, up 1-0, this is a place they like to be at. They like to take a lead, hold that. They don't get many goals, but that's all they need. Their defense is so strong, and you've seen it this afternoon for these Red Dragons, especially after they scored that one. They've locked down and really have thrown the Cardinals off their game, off their plan, have them looking a little confused out there. But still, one more period to go. This game is not over yet, folks, so stay tuned right here on the PSTV YouTube channel. Third period action coming up right after this.
Are you bored of waiting around and doing nothing just like we are? Well, join Ski Club, because one day we'll actually get some snow on the ground and start skiing.
Club is a place where people who like movies and want to discuss movies can watch and discuss with other people with the same interests. We meet in Yelcomb 205 at 5 p.m.
I agree. I think it's absolutely kind of ridiculous, only because those are essential products that we kind of needed to survive.
I was thinking that, you know, a lot of people think that the men are the money makers.
I've always been interested in Fuerza. I think like even since like I was a sophomore in high school, like this club specifically just like caught my eye because I felt like it was like home. Like I felt like it was somewhere like I belonged. And since day one of being here, like it's literally been a family. We always try our best to include everyone and anyone in our discussions, in our meetings.
I wanted to join Fuerza because I really liked how it was like a community, and like we call ourselves like a family, but it really is a family. And we try to include everyone on campus and like, you know, just like be more inclusive and educational at the same time while having fun.
Club International has been of great help to me as an international student because it has allowed me to be introduced to new people from different cultures. Representation matters and we know how to show it right because at every festival, we make sure not only to include representation of one, but that of many different countries. And that is why I am proud to be a part of Club International.
Club International!
To me, the gym means discipline.
The gym for me is part of who I am.
The gym is time to myself.
The gym to me is a place where I can come and clear my mind.
Find out what the gym means to you. The SUNY Plattsburgh gym at Memorial Hall has the perfect facilities for your fitness needs. From lifting rooms to basketball courts, if you're looking to have a good time or trying to get a workout in, visit Memorial Gym.
The purpose of our club is to inform all of our members about what it takes to get into grad school and how to be successful in doing so. What I like most about our club is just how excited everyone is to learn new things and figure out things that maybe we wouldn't be taught during class or on the outsides of school. And in one word that I would use to describe our club would definitely be collaborative, because everyone always has something new to say, to advise someone else, and it's just a fun and exciting environment.
I'm Angel Velasquez.
And I'm Benny Nazai.
I'm Jody Juliana Powell.
I'm Pat Pfeiffer.
Cabrera.
Amy Goodrow.
I'm Joe Mason.
I'm Marcel Gibbs.
I'm Zed Disha.
I'm Ryan Nista.
Bruce Juno.
Seals. This has been Edward Balarjan.
I'm Quincy Gittins. John Carduello.
To stay up to date with PS News and all of Plattsburgh State TV, be sure to follow Plattsburgh State TV on all social media platforms.
I want to welcome you to yet another version of After Hours here on PSTV.
And welcome to another installment of Talk Nerdy to Me.
You look excited. I'm freezing.
I'm Lauren Weiss.
And I'm Kyle Bryant. Let's take a look at today's top stories.
2 minutes of the finest in news that you need to know about.
And now it's time for a PSTV News special report.
Scoring scores! With 2 seconds left!
Welcome to the new and improved Memorial Hall. Located across from the Myers Art Building and opened on February 17, 2024, this is a fitness oasis. Equipped with memorabilia from old and new, a main gym, rec gym, and Rockwell, there is something here for everyone.
Redoing Memorial Hall was really important because now we have all new fitness equipment and new rooms and new training rooms for our student athletes.
Come on down and see what us Cardinals are chirping about.
The after evening show with Andrew Spurgeon. Hi, how are you? I know this is Sauce and Simmer.
Host of the second season of Sauce and Simmer. This is the second seasoning. With Sauce and Simmer, the second seasoning, the Thanksgiving episode. Man, this wine pasta got me crunk, dog. And for y'all, I'm making a pumpkin pie. So, 3 shots of vodka. Julian! It's in the bowl.
No.
What's going on with the eggs? You think we just dump it in?
You don't want to see this.
I mean, that's the eggshell.
He got knobbed. Turn the cameras off.
Looking to get outside and enjoy some fresh air? The Saranac River Trail is a great way to take in the scenery and get some exercise. Situated along Saranac River, the trail starts at the SUNY Plattsburgh campus and ends up at Peace Point Park on Lake Champlain. The 2.5-mile long trail is paved and offers a great space to run, jog, or bike. So get out and enjoy some exercise while taking in all the scenery Plattsburgh has to offer on the Saranac River Trail.
Warp Radio runs on Charter Channel 194, Campus Channel 10 here on campus. It gives Plattsburgh students an opportunity to be a radio DJ and see if that's something they have interest in for a future career path. You're listening to WARP, Charter Channel 194, Campus Channel 10, Plattsburgh, New York.
Just keep swimming to the TV. Let's put on PSTV. They have good programs such as Card Sports, Go Cards, and Table Talk. Now film the news.
The Vermont State Police.
And talk nerdy to me. Now that's student-made, professional-grade TV. Just keep swimming.
her stick, and then coming down the opposite end, Cortland able to score. Since then, it's been all Red Dragons. We'll see if that continues in this third period here as puck drop is about to get underway. And so Calvin, third period starting, only 20 minutes left. I know it's going to sound simple. What do the Cardinals need to do? Obviously score a goal, but Calvin, what do the Cardinals need to do not only to get this game back all tied up, but to get momentum back in their favor?
Well, they need to lesser their mistakes. They made a lot of mistakes in the second period that led to the Cortland goals. And I think if they just maintain what they had going in the first period, keeping that aggressiveness on offense and, just maintaining that stifling defense that they had in the first, I think we can get a tie game here soon. But overall, the Cardinals seem rattled, and probably it's hard to say right now, but I think they have a good chance, but not too much. I don't know. But at the same time, not too much.
And so now fighting for it on those near boards, it comes, pokes out, and Delacourt able to push that one in so that Cortland can go off for a full change. Now here's Wall coming up all alone, sees that there's no help behind her, she'll leave it. Here's Norton now, fighting Anna Bourne for it. And here's Mahoney, loses it to Ridgie. Can't win that race. Ridgie can't, however. Persinger beat her to that one. And so icing brings this puck all the way down to the stick side of Chloe Lewis. So now face off, stick side. It's Mahoney and Ridgie. Mahoney wins that one. And also impressive, Cortland has been inching ever so closer in the face-off win category. They had Plattsburgh's number in that second period. Now here's Urban. Urban trying to look for help, but nothing there. Katie Mahoney, nice takeaway, but Urban takes it right back from her, but elects to dump it in as the defense goes off for a change. And so a new defensive pairing on the ice for the Cardinals. It is Yu and Cho. That puck stopped in by Brown, the goal scorer. Brown trying to lift that one up. And as she's going off, Kopech able to get that one down around. But now here comes Morris. Morris can't get around the defense, however. Nice use, staying strong by Iwinski. Now here's Yu. Yu trying to get it past Raymond. Can't quite get there. Now around behind the net is Cho. She cuts back. Cho can't find Francis. And now she'll have to reset. Here's Morris. Morris over to Francis. Francis far side trying to get around Dinsmore. Can't quite do it. Now up ice go the Red Dragons. Nice takeaway by Forsyth. Balfour looking for another white jersey.
And it was a good job there by Forsyth, trying to spread out, trying to space the floor.
Now Wall, that one's it's through the crease. Just didn't have the right angle on that shot for Kiera Wall. Now Forsyth looking out the middle, leaves it for Wall, who gets it to Balfour. Balfour holds and now shoots, but right into the letters of Gorgon. Now here's Wall. Wall holds, looking for Olshansky. Doesn't find her. That's a good takeaway. Trying to take it away is Cortland, but it gets right onto the stick of Ridgie, who gives it over to Forsyth. Forsyth leaving it for Ridgie. Ridgie, though, doesn't get there first. It's Diem. Now moving it ahead. Cortland looking for something, trying to get back into that offensive zone. So far, Plattsburgh getting back to their first period ways, putting the pressure on this Cortland defense. But that play comes to a stop as Plattsburgh is called for offsides.
Plattsburgh's doing a good job here maintaining that defense, trying not to get Cortland to score another one and get this lead out of hand. But if they try hard enough, they could do something right here.
And a nice takeaway by Kasperzak, but just nothing developed there for the Cardinals. Lasnik onto the stick of Kramer. Urban beats O'Brien to that puck. Persinger can't control it. And it's batted back down into the Cortland zone. Kramer waiting for it, pressured there by Prosek. Prosek, nice job to force the takeaway. But now Persinger trying to get it over to Kramer. Kramer back to Persinger. Trying to find O'Brien. O'Brien can't control that one. Nice pressure by Urban. Prosek, nice hustle. Trying to get that puck back. Here's Urban on it now for the Cardinals. Urban shot. Tipped out in front by McLean, but just not enough to get it through the 5-hole of Gorgon.
And Gorgon has been shutting them out throughout the game. You know, the Cardinals have gotten 18 shots on goal, and Gorgon swallowed all of them. It's just an overall just great job, even from Chloe Lewis. Just a great job from these goalkeepers. You know, Chloe Lewis let one get away, but overall they've both been phenomenal in this game.
And that's obviously something that the Cardinals are pinpointing here. They're trying to go low on Gorgon, especially 5-hole or low underneath that pad. But Gorgon has seen it coming. She knew going into this game that's what their game plan was going to be. And so far, she's been shutting it down. She knows what's coming. And so, great game so far here by Molly Gorgon. And now McLean, a hard hit against those boards, grabbing at her shoulder. Play continues, however. McLean has to get to that bench right now. Short-handed are the Cardinals and finally able to get there, and Francis is on the ice. Yu fighting for it in the corner, going up against Kopech. Able to get it out to Dinsmore, who pushes it back in. Kopech back to Dinsmore. Dinsmore's shot pushed aside by Lewis. And now here's Yu. Yu up to Wall. Wall now moving it ahead, up ice into the Cortland zone. Wall near circle, getting it around the net of Gorgon. She leaves it on the other end for Forsyth. Forsyth coming back around near side, but centering out in front. Here's Balfour, but it goes off the skate of a Cortland defender. That was Kira Cook. And now another chance out in front, but Plattsburgh unable to get the tips in onto Gorgon as she lost her stick there.
And that's what you like to see from the Cardinals. If they continue to keep that aggressiveness on offense, they can get a goal.
And so a tip ahead by Orr. No one there to receive. And now coming down on the other end are the Red Dragons. It's Diem. Fighting for possession. That shot, a good one off the stick of Lewis. Another great steps. 3 in a row. 3 stops out of Chloe Lewis. But that one hit off of Balfour. And so Lewis faces the pressure as Brown goes down. A chance here for the Cardinals. Here's Ridgie going around the opposite side of the net. Near circle, leaves it for Olshansky. Now back up on that blue line to Urban, who gets it over to Norton, whose tip goes off the corner post. Almost a tie game here. We were centimeters away from it. And now Brown takes another spill yet again. Loses possession there. And so another great opportunity wasted for the Plattsburgh Cardinals. Now here's Rugi. Rugi, her shot. Nice glove stop. Grabbed out of the air by Gorgon.
And that was a beautiful shot right there. Just barely missed it. And we would have had a tied game here. But I believe that the Cardinals, they continue what they're doing. We'll get a tie game real soon.
Yeah, Urban just couldn't catch a break there, just off the corner of the post. Thought it would be barred down and in, but it bounces out, and so Gorgon has to be thinking that post of hers, that this game is still 1-0 in favor of the Cortland Red Dragons. But now, Lasnik, a shot out in front, but Chloe Lewis one step ahead. Here's Morris now. Looking for something, gets it over cross ice to Rugi, but can't get it onto the stick of Norton. Now here's Dinsmore. Dinsmore up ahead to Kramer. Kramer leaving it for Lasnik. Lasnik, though, pressured there by Norton. Good defense from her. And Francis able to push it up past the blue line. Francis fighting for it, fighting Dinsmore. But it's pushed out. Dinsmore is able to get it across ice to Reisanen. And icing called here. Cortland upset with that one. They thought Annaborn won that race against Cho. Now 10:40 to go in the game. Still Cortland up 1-0. Although the Cardinals lead in the shots department, they're up 3, 20-17. Another nice face-off win by the Red Dragons. They're pushing it up ice is Reisanen. Now here's Mahoney. Leaves it there. Now pushed up ahead, but Cho gets there first before any pressure from Cortland comes. Now the pressure is here. Here's you. You pushed out. Lewis had to use her stick on that one. And now the backhander just pushed aside. Little backhand chance there by Annaborn. But that one's pushed down the ice for an icing. So coming back right down into the zone of Chloe Lewis. And so after that ringer off the post, it's now back into the hands of the Red Dragons, who are having a bit of offensive momentum here. We'll see if they can grow their lead, add some insurance. Brown gets that one around to Annaborn. Tries to get it over to Persinger. Persinger met by Conlin, and Conlin able to get it to you. Wall fights Persinger. And able to keep that one in is Annaborn. Nice use of the stick to take back for Mahoney. Here's Brown. Now Kopech races for it. Francis fights Mahoney. And Cho comes out successful. Here's you. Plattsburgh has to get it out of their own end. Finally able to push that puck past the blue line, but it comes right back in. Lewis leaves it for Cho. Almost lost it there. That was great pressure by Kira Cook. Here's Balfour. Trying to find a white jersey. But Delacourt wins that race. Here's Olshansky. Trying to get that one back over to Ridgie. But Delacourt has other plans.
And Plattsburgh needs to get more aggressive here. They cannot let Cortland get all the possessions. Because if they do, then Cortland will get more opportunities to score. And you don't want that. You don't want the 2-0 lead, and Cortland will take this definitely.
Rugi's shot, easy stop there by Gorgon. The Cortland bench, though, a little unhappy. They were wanting an offsides call. Felt Rugi just were a bit too far ahead of that puck, but the refs did not make the call. Kasper Zach wins that face-off. Cortland trying to control off it, however. Kasper Zach can't get a stick on it. And now it's back in the possession of Red Dragons. Here's Dismore. Ruge trying to take that one back for Plattsburgh. And so now Cortland a little bit back in their own zone, but finally able to get it out. Forsyth corrals it. Can't get it past the blue line. So now Casper Zach brings it up herself. Onto the stick of Balfour. Balfour trying to get around Iwinski, but Iwinski wins that battle. Offsides called as Urban poked that one a bit before Balfour left the zone. And so faceoff will come right outside the Cortland bench. 7:21 to go in the game. Plattsburgh time not on their side here. Every second that ticks away, just get more and more pressure to get that goal. Soon they'll start feeling it. Here's Prosick. Doesn't beat Lasnik to that puck. And now a penalty. The last thing that these Cardinals wanted. Already down 1-0. Now they'll be down a man as it's Prosick going to the box for 2.
And I guess maybe the one positive you can say is that Cortland's not very good at taking advantage of these power plays, and
so we'll see here, down a man for the second time tonight. We'll see if Plattsburgh can maybe get a shorthander here. Here's Ridgie. Ridgie taking possession, trying to cross ice that one to the wall. Wall, though, she's beaten out by Annaborn. Annaborn moving it ahead, looking for Mahoney. Urban can't quite get it out. And now on the puck is Delacourt. Delacourt, her shot never got through. Mahoney was looking for the tip off that one. And now here's Ridgie shorthanded with Wall. But a good takeaway by Cortland as they move down ice. Mahoney met there by Norton. Urban can't quite get it out. Here's Lasnik. Back down to Mahoney. Lasnik. Captain of these Red Dragons, far circle, trying to center that one back out in front. She had Mahoney and Persinger, but none of them able to come in contact with that one. 48 seconds to go in the Cortland man advantage. Here's Lasnik. Lasnik, great use of the body by Ridgie to block that shot. And Plattsburgh finally able to make a crucial change. Had a bunch of tired bodies out on the ice. Moving up now is Delacourt. Trying to get it to Brown. Left it back for Delacourt. And a little poke check there to just kill a few more seconds off. That was great effort by Ruge. 10 seconds to go on the power play. And so both teams so far 0 for 2 on the power play here this afternoon, as the score remains 1-0 in favor of the Cortland Red Dragons. Brown gets taken to the ice. Brown was looking for the tripping call, doesn't get one. And now out in front is Kramer, but Kramer unable to get a stick, or at least a good chance effort off that one. Keeping it in, though, are the Red Dragons. McLean able to finally get it out to Ruge. Now Ruge down ice, though, elects to go for the change. McLean putting the pressure on here. Cortland now stuck a bit as this puck's coming back down for an icing. So, less than 5 minutes to go. Can Plattsburgh retake momentum here? They've surely got it going that way. It's just they've got to get one past Gorgon if they're going to want to have any chance of getting out of here this afternoon with anything but a loss.
And Plattsburgh's problem right now is their possession time. Cortland's been taking advantage, and they've been holding that puck for as long as possible, and Plattsburgh hasn't. And that's allowed Cortland to level the playing field, getting as much shots on goal and more shots on goal now as Plattsburgh. And Cortland's just taking advantage, keeping the puck near them, keeping the puck in Plattsburgh territory.
So Drayson can't get a couple clearing attempts to work, and now McLean on the doorstep, but a great defensive stop there. She had 3 Cortland Red Dragons surrounding her. Cortland, they know their goal. They know that they have to come out of here with a win to take the lead in the SUNYAC standings. And right now, they're really playing like they want this thing. Urban calling for it, but just one step ahead again are the Cortland Red Dragons. That was Hunter. And now a shot off covered by Chloe Lewis. 3:22 to go. So this Cortland team really wanting this win here. You can tell it. You can tell they're licking their chops, really want this win here, which would solidify them again at the top of this SUNYAC conference. So Wall trying to call for that one. Now here's Forsyth moving that one ahead. Can't get it to Francis as that puck goes in to the Plattsburgh bench, but came back out onto the ice, so we'll have a stoppage in play here. And so now face off, stick side of Lewis. Lasnik and Conlon. And another good face-off win for the Red Dragons, but Plattsburgh comes away with possession. But another takeaway by Lasnik, but she just lifts that one high of the net of Lewis. Here's Dinsmore. Dinsmore looking to O'Brien. O'Brien taken down by Conlon, and that's going to be a penalty. So again, Cortland already up 1-0 now. 2 minutes 44 seconds to go in this one, and for at least 2 of those, Plattsburgh is going to be on the penalty kill. The last thing head coach Kevin Houle wanted in this one, and he's not happy about it.
And when you're down 1-0, you can't be getting these penalties late in the game, especially 2 minutes left in the game. You want to make sure that all your players are in, but Plattsburgh, a big mistake there. And now they're facing trouble with Cortland.
And so shorthanded, the 3rd time this afternoon, really have been a bit sloppy giving up these penalties. But Kevin Houle looking to write up something, see if he can get his team back into this one, although it's going to be a very hard task. Shorthanded, they'll only have back on equal playing field for about 44 seconds. So we'll see what each coach decides to do here. Crunch time in this one. Can Cortland hold on to this victory, or will Plattsburgh surprise and come away with a win here? Here's Lasnik. Lasnik, her shot off the skate of Urban. And now moving down is Ridgie. Ridgie has a chance. Her shot, though, just wide of Gorgon. Here's Urban. Her shot tipped out in front by Wall, but Wall just unable to get the tip she wanted on net. Now moving down is Lasnik, who gets it over to Annaborn. Now, Mahoney, her pass back doesn't get through. Persinger trying to get a pass in for Mahoney, can't find her. And now here's Lasnik. Lasnik over to Annaborn. Lasnik, her shot never got through off the body of Norton. Norton felt that one. Minute to go in the power play. 1:45 to go in the game. Here's Brown, the lone goal scorer in this one. Brown moves it ahead. Fighting Ruge, now fighting Forsyth to get through. Can't get past Forsyth. Here's Brown. Taken down by Forsyth. Good defensive use of the body by her. Minute 15 to go, 30 seconds left in the power play.
Plattsburgh's doing a good job here, preventing any Cortland opportunities.
Now Rysonen, moving it ahead. Here's Kopech. Kramer can't do anything with it. Is the penalty coming to an end here? Out in front is Cook. Can't get a shot away, and now it's even strength. 44 seconds left in the game. Conlon races to the bench as Francis comes down this near side. Francis trying to put a shot off, can't get one away. Brown now with Wall. Here's Ridgie trying to poke it out. 20 seconds to go. Kramer clears. Empty net here for the Cardinals. One last chance. Can they make miracles happen? Doesn't seem so, as play will come to a close, and Cortland now undefeated against these Cardinals so far this season, and they've won their last 3. But this one here ends by a score of 1-0, and it was a nail-biter in this one. Momentum shifts back and forth, offensive possessions, goals you thought were gonna go in. But at the end of the day, it was Mackenzie Brown's in the second. That's all that Cortland needed. Felt that one coming. And so, Calvin, this one ends by a score of 1-0. Calvin, thoughts out of this game?
Well, it was a very good defensive game. You know, lots and lots of goal-scoring opportunities. You know, absolutely defended well by the goalkeepers, Lewis and Gorgon. You know, just a great job from both teams defensively. You know, Cortland got the one shot, and that's all they needed today. So.
Yeah, and that was coming as expected. Thought this one was going to be a battle of the goaltenders between the pipes, and it did turn out that way. Chloe Lewis, 22 saves on 23 shots faced, but Molly Gorgon, the top goaltender in the conference, another shutout for her. She's got to be feeling great about it. And it just shows yet again that this Cortland team is no team to be fooling around with. They won the championship last year, and they're hungry for it again this year, as with this win, they take a clear lead in the SUNYAC standings, now a point ahead of the Plattsburgh Cardinals. But this isn't over yet, because back here tomorrow, same time at 3 o'clock, these two teams will be facing off again. So it's just a sleep, and these teams go at it once more. We'll see then if Plattsburgh can break this now Cortland 3-game win streak against this Cardinal team, or will Cortland make it 4 and take a dominant lead in this SUNYAC playoffs. But our day of hockey is not done yet. Stay with us, as in just a few short hours at 7 o'clock tonight, your men's Cardinal hockey team will be going up against the SUNY Canton Roos. That one will be one you won't want to miss. We'll see if the men can come away with a victory here today and give the fans a little something to go home happy about. But that will do it for us this afternoon. But like I said, we will be back here at 7 o'clock for some men's hockey action. So you'll want to not go anywhere. Subscribe to the Plattsburgh State TV YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that bell every time we go live with more Cardinal hockey action. So for Calvin Nelson, I'm Hans Hummerschlag. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back in a few short hours, so stay with us, folks.